Hey Gemini, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot, here to do a weekly reading for you for Monday the 29th through July 6th, all right? And it's been a while, so I'm happy to be back. I was having some issues with equipment and technology and maybe a little challenge with YouTube, but you know what? We got through it. That's all that matters, and we're moving forward. So my apologies, but I'm not somebody that's going to kind of give you like the absolute rundown of everything that's going wrong necessarily, because I don't like to put that energy out there. So you might think, oh, she's just disappeared. I get that. I know that's frustrating, but not the case. But I won't lie. I was very challenged with what was going on. So I definitely had my moments. All right. So this is one of my decks that I have not used on camera before. It's called the Life Stories deck. So what we're going to look at today is, this could be a snapshot of your story with your person, all right? So it could be something from the past, it could be something that's happening right now, it could be something that's happening in the future, okay? So the top row, as usual, will represent you, and the bottom row will represent your person, and then at the end of the reading, we'll look at the energy that you are sharing, okay? So yes, and for some of you, these two rows might be reversed. That's okay in a general reading. All right, so let's see. For you, what do we have? I love my dogs, even when they bark ridiculously at nothing. Okay, so that's for you, and the bottom row is going to represent your person. Gemini. I have a lot of Geminis in my life. They're the people that make me laugh more than anybody, and they're the people that surprise me more than anybody, and they're also the people that confuse me more than anybody. All right. Okay, let's see what we have here. Starting with you, snapshot. We have, look at this, irrational situation, unlikely story, only questions. All right, so there's something that might feel unlikely about this connection, or when we say irrational situation, it's like it's not rational, right? It's not rational why this connection is happening, and I feel like it's leaving you with not necessarily answers, but only more questions. It feels special on some level, meaning the connection feels special. It feels unusual. It feels unlikely. It might be all-consuming in some ways to you, okay? All right, so let's see what's going on with this. Okay, so we've got Seven of Pentacles. So Seven of Pentacles says that your Seven of Pentacles is about asking questions. It's about asking, did I do the right thing in the past? Am I asking the right questions now? And what is coming next? I don't know what's coming next. It's a very stationary card. Like it's like standing still and reflecting on what has happened here in some way and where you're at right now and how you want to move forward. It's like being at a stoplight and deciding what direction you're going to go in. Okay? All right, so what else? Two of Swords. It's like you're not making a choice about this right now. All right? Because you're trying to figure out what direction to go in with this. I feel like you truly, I almost feel like the word mystified comes up. You're mystified as to really how this could be happening. Is this real? So, if this is an unlikely pairing, okay, a pairing between you and somebody that people would not expect you to be with. Maybe it's somebody of a completely different religious background, somebody that's across the world, across the country, somebody that is, of a completely different social status. There's something very unlikely that people wouldn't expect about you and this person. And I don't necessarily feel this as you blocking your heart. I feel like this is more about consciously not making a choice. You haven't made a choice about what you're going to do about this yet because you're stopped at that traffic light and you don't really have, your GPS is messed up. You don't know what direction to go in. And then finally we've got Justice. So Justice is, I feel like is speaking to everything that we see here, because Justice is about, typically you'll see the scales and the sword in the Justice card. And it's like you're asking, what is my truth of the past of this situation? What is my truth of this situation right now? And what will be the truth of this situation going forward? And I feel like an overwhelmed energy about this for you. You're overwhelmed with this lack of being able to really figure this out. Again, it's leaving you kind of in the state of only having more questions. So what's going on with this person here? All right, so we have desired outcome delayed, negativity manifesting, and out of alignment. So the reason, I feel like this person's energy down here, they're negatively manifesting right now. So they could be blocking this connection from happening, but they do have a desired outcome, okay? So I feel like this person knows what they want, but this person is out of alignment. So when somebody's out of alignment, what that's saying is that they're out of alignment with the universe. And the reason they're out of alignment with the universe is because they're not following their truth. They're not following what their heart desires. This person, and that could be why you're in this constant state of having only more questions, because you might sense that this person is blocking truly what they authentically want to do or how they authentically want to move forward, but they're not allowing themselves to do that. What else do we have here? We've got Five of Swords. So of course the Five of Swords is going to show up when somebody is out of alignment. That makes perfect sense. So they're conflicted because it's like people have two selves, okay? They have their earthly self and they have their higher self. And when you're not aligned with what your higher self feels, you feel conflict. So it's like this person's higher self wants something here that they're not allowing themselves. So they're out of alignment and they're manifesting negatively because they're out of alignment. Okay. So what else? We have the Fool. So I feel like this is kind of the correction of this energy here. So the Fool says, you know what? Yeah, you might have to take a risk. You might have to take a risk with Gemini because you're clearly being pulled in that direction for a reason. And you might have to risk something. You might not know all the answers before you make a move. And that's okay. That's okay. It's like this woman who is on the cliff here, she's confident that, if she steps off that cliff, that, her skirt here will act as a parachute and help her land without a problem. Okay? That's the energy that this person has to be in. That's the energy of alignment, is just trusting that everything will be okay. And then we've got Four of Cups. So, the Four of Cups is the breakup card. Okay? So, and it's also can be the negative Nancy card, and we see that over here. So it's like she's focusing on these 3 cups that are empty, but what's up here is that Ace of Cups. That Ace of Cups that wants to be seen. It's like you can be this Ace of Cups that wants to be seen by this person, but because this person is in this negative manifesting out of alignment energy, it's like they can't see it. They just can't see it yet. All right, so what's the energy between the two of you here? We have lust and desire, impatient and self-pleasure. Okay, so you can see that even though the two of you are honestly kind of messed up here, all right, both of you are for different reasons, you're both in this energy of lust and desire towards each other. There's an impatience here, and I feel the impatience, honestly, more from this person than from you. You're more of being in this questioning energy, like, is this really possible? Is this really something that, I can make happen? Am I imagining things? It's so unlikely that the two of us would ever find each other or come together. You're more of just like almost trying to rationalize it. This person down here, I feel with this 5 of Swords and this 4 of Cups, this person wants you. Okay? And remember, we have desired outcome here. Desired outcome delayed. And it's because this person, and I feel like a lot of it has to do with this particular person being out of alignment from what their higher self is almost saying, pushing them towards. Like it's like this person's higher self is saying, what are you doing? We have a clear path here towards somebody that would really, fulfill you. But at every turn, you're creating challenges that don't need to be there. This person is creating their own delays by manifesting negatively, by thinking negatively. That's what they're drawing towards them, which creates this energy of out of alignment. So it's like the lust and the desire is here for both of you. The impatience, I feel like, is more on this person's part, and the self-pleasure, I feel, is more on this person's part, but it could be on both because this is the energy that you share. All right, so let's see. We're going to pull one card for each of you on this card right here. One for you. Whoops. And 1 for your person. The Empress. All right, so this is good, okay? Because first of all, it means that I feel like this person sees you as the Empress, and I feel like you could be rising or raising your vibration into this Empress energy, which, you know, when you're in this energy, it's like you life feels very good. Life feels very easy. Life feels like things fall into your lap. Your beauty inside and out shows in all areas of your life. So this is a beautiful energy for you to be in. So instead of necessarily asking all of these questions about, you know, can this be or should this be, it's like just be in this energy. Because I feel like that's what this person needs from you, is to, you know, be in this beautiful, loving, gorgeous energy. What do we have down here from this person? 6 of Wands. So, you know, I feel ultimately what this person struggles with, even though 6 of Wands is about victory and love, it can be about a shallow victory. It's like this person has to dig a little bit deeper to, you know, truly connect, you know, to what their higher desires are. You know, we've got lust and desire here, you know, that's very physical world, all right? I feel like this person has to elevate a little bit to get to your level at the Empress. You know, this person, and that's why this impatience is coming out. You know, it's like this person wants you and they want you now, okay? And they don't really care necessarily about the potential spiritual nature of this, okay? And that's why the self-pleasure is happening, okay? You know, and I'm not going to go into detail about the self-pleasure. You all know what that is, right? So yeah, this person wants you and they want you now. You, as long as you stay in this energy, I feel like the choice will be clear. You'll know what to do next, all right? And I feel like you're going to figure this out. I feel like justice is coming in this situation if you just surrender and let go. Let go of this energy. You know, you're telling yourself that this is unlikely. You're telling yourself that you might be irrational about the situation, and you're questioning it. It's like, let those go. All right? All right, Gemini, that is what I have for you. If you are looking for a personal reading, just reach out. We'll get you taken care of. I will respond quickly. I'm sorry about the delays that I've had over the last week and a half or so, but everything is good in the woods. All right, so have a great week, and I will talk to you later in the week. All right, bye.